waited so long for this. I wonder if it shows. Head underwater, now I can't breathe. It never felt so good. 'Cause I can feel it coming over me. I wouldn't stop it if I could. Will I take so much?
Hello, everyone out there in Pacha TV land. We're coming to you tonight with a very special guest who I know you all know and love. International superstar DJ, producer, and now we can say he's a pop star too. David Guetta.
Am I a pop star?
You're a pop star.
Is this good news?
Yes, this is what we wanted. So,
Hello, everybody.
hello. We said so many years ago when we first met that this was the goal. We said we want to come to America, we want to do this music all throughout the world and then bring it to America.
Oh yeah.
And that's what's happening.
Yeah, it's a very magic moment for me. And what is really funny also is that in America I'm the new hot guy.
Right.
Which is funny because I've been, doing this for such a long time. But because finally my music is crossing over here in America too. And because of the success of my production with the Black Eyed Peas and my own music too, my own album, it's like oh, this is a new sound, which is really strange for me because coming from Europe,
Right.
Electronic has been really big and crossing over for a long time. But I'm really happy because I always wanted this music to be as big as hip hop or rock or pop, and it's happening. And it's gonna happen even more now. Next year it's gonna be crazy.
I love the story of how you kind of collected all of these pop stars and brought them onto the train. And each is a little story. Like you met Kelly in the south of France, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She came to see you DJ, Kelly Rowland.
Yeah,
Tell
absolutely.
that story.
Yeah, well, I was DJing. She wanted to meet me, and she came to my gig, and she heard the instrumental of When Love Takes Over, and she asked me what it was. I told her it was my track. She proposed me to write and sing a song on it. She came with that beautiful song, and on the same week, Will I Am called me and asked me for some tracks for the Black Eyed Peas album. And those two people really inspired me for my new album because it was the first time for me that I was working with some urban artists, and it just felt so right. I was with Kelly in the studio, was perfect, she's an amazing singer, and the combination was just perfect. And then with Will, because he's also a producer, so we were like kids, playing in the garden or whatever. We were like screaming and dancing and going crazy. We're like, whoa, we're creating new music. This is so different. And every producer's dream is to make new music, something different, And the fact that we come from such different backgrounds, obviously, his ideas are totally different because it's more hip hop, and my ideas, more electronic. So, like the two together, we always like, what? Oh, really? You can do that? Oh, wow. Okay, and it's like bouncing. It's really, really good. And I was like, that's what I want to do for the album, And we've done it on some of the Black Eyed Peas track, and also on my album, and it came out really good. I'm really happy. But a lot of those artists, they call me to produce, and I've asked them in return to feature on my album. This is how it happened.
And didn't just Neo walk in when you were working with Kelly?
Yeah, that story is really...
I love it.
Actually, no, she invited him to listen to When Love Takes Over. He came to my studio in Paris, and he was like, wow, I love it, this is so beautiful. Do you have another beat? And I played that beat that was not even finished. It was just a session. And it was an 8-minute version. And at the end of the 8 minutes, he said, okay, you can turn on the mic, I'm ready. He wrote the whole song in 8 minutes. Awesome. So this is how genius this guy is. They're all very impressive. All the artists that are on my album, for me it was like an honor, and also I've learned a lot because they're all like really, really fantastic artists.
Right. Now that you have all these songs that people want to hear, How do you kind of frame a DJ set around that? Does that change the spontaneity of what you're able to play? Because you know you have to play these certain tracks.
Yeah, you have a really interesting point here. Actually, it's like my set now is kind of divided in two. The first part of my set is like for the first hour and a half, I play almost only my music.
Right.
Some tracks of mine that are big, but also some tracks that are just tracks that I made,
Right.
that are not necessarily out or famous. But it's more like the really guetta sound, you know. And then I go to a moment that is going to be more like like for my DJ fans, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's the thing, is that some people really come for my songs and some other people come because they've been following me as a DJ for many
Right.
years. So I need to balance that. So yeah, it's like this. Let's say that today, if I'm going to play 3 or 4 hours, the first hour and a half will be really guetta, and the rest will be more like all the songs that I like in the moment, and the tracks, and some, you know, live remixing and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what has this year been like in America, doing radio, doing all of these kind of new things for you? Has it changed your perspective on what music works here, on what people respond to?
I'm trying not to go that way because I'm working with some amazing artists and huge producers now, and I'm like, okay, why are they coming to me? And
Right.
probably because the way I see music is so different from the American perspective. So I'm trying not to study too much American taste to keep my
Right.
originality, you know?
Yes.
Because those guys, if I start to think like they think,
Yeah.
then they don't need me anymore.
There it goes. Exactly. So you said 2010 is going to be even bigger. Give a hint.
Well, not for me, I think for dance music in general, because we've proven that we can have #1 records
Yeah.
with dance music, including in America.
Mm-hmm.
And I know who's calling me right now to produce, and there are some very, very big artists, so I know a lot of artists that are gonna go into that direction. So it's amazing news for house music producers, because I think this bridge that I really wanted to create between electronic music from Europe and urban music from America, it's there and it's solid, and you know, there's gonna be so much of that kind of best of both worlds.
Yeah. How do you feel about New York? What is it like to play here?
I love it.
I can feel the energy of New York. Can you feel it?
You know, just when I pass the bridge, there's a magic, there's an energy in that city. It's unique. And I've been touring America, you know, a lot now. I've been playing every day since 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
When you arrive in New York, there's something there. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As always.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone.
This is the way we found, even though they'll let you down. No, nobody's perfect now. Don't let them hold you down. Let's stick together now. We got to stand our ground. It's easy to believe in one love, believing you be one love.
Hey, I'm David Guetta. You're watching Pacha NYC TV.